Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you guys are amazing. Danny Lighting here, and yeah, we are going to go ahead and put this over to the live screen. So this thing is just about ready to rock and just about ready to roll. All right. I hope everybody's having a super amazing day today. I see we got Jedi. What's up, buddy? We got Milas. We got Santos. Angel. Mitsukitsu. How's it going? All right, so Milas says, anyone know the best way to get parts for your car, or do you have to spend the money? All right, so if there is a car being used for some sort of an event, running that event will give you some parts. There will be crates that you can open. Sometimes you get free crates when there's an event, but you can spend your keys. If you save up a bunch of keys, you can spend them to open crates as long as it's a Golden Star car. So it's not easy, or it's not a fast process getting all the parts and stuff for your cars. It can take a long time for some people. I mean, I got some cars that I've had for over 6 years now that I still don't have completely maxed out. So the Golden Star cars, not too bad to get parts for because you can save up your keys. But the Purple Star cars, unfortunately, you have to spend real money to open those crates. So if the car is not being used for an event, there's not going to be like event crates or parts available for it easily. So it can be a big old giant pain in the butt sometimes. Little Surfer, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Expat Paul? We got Melon. Nice to see you guys. Niner, hey, bud. Awesome to see you, Niner. How's your day going, man? All right, so we're gonna race Ankit, which is a bot. Let's kick this bot's butt. I got to get the hang of this shift pattern again. I actually need to check this car and make sure I've even got it maxed out. I think I do. Yeah, 7.3 is okay, good. I do have it set up properly then. So now I got to wait for this crappy bot to take forever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a pain in the butt. You know, it's a pain in the butt to get parts for your cars. But you got to be really patient in this game, or you got to spend a lot of money. So the good news is most cars do not need to be maxed out. It's good to max out cars, but you shouldn't have to max out a car. I mean, about the only time where you really need a max car is going to be for showdown races, right? Showdowns only care about one thing, which is how fast your car crosses the finish line. Most of the bigger events, you're going to have the car mostly upgraded, but it usually doesn't have to be 100% maxed out. And then for everything else in the game, it's more about setting it up and tuning it as long as you have a decent amount of parts installed on it. But it's very rare that having a maxed out car actually matters, except for showdown races. What's up, Miles? How you doing? Ryan, nice to see ya. CR2 says, CSR2 man, hello, hello. Oh, that's a really cool looking car right there, man. I love black cars with red rims. They are the best. 3, 2, 1, go. This car is the biggest pain in the butt to shift, and it's the fastest one that I have upgraded that's available on the Showdown. I really should have upgraded one of those 2020 Stingrays just because they're really awesome cars. That's available to use. One of those 2020 Stingrays is available to use in the Showdown, and those things are extra good. But, you know, I don't know if I really want to spend the game cash just to do a Showdown type of deal. Jedi says, how are you doing, bro? I don't know if you're talking to me or to Melon or what, but I'm doing okay if you're asking me. If you're not asking me, then whatever. Hope you're doing good. All right, here we go. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Do we have the music playing? Yes, looks like the music's probably going. All right. But yeah, the nice thing about Showdowns, though, is the more Showdown races you can run, the more of those Elite Tuners tokens you get. You don't necessarily have to have, like, what was I just going to say? I totally lost my train of thought right there. I was going to say something and it felt important, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, Telix, what's up? David Shiv, nice to see ya. I really appreciate you guys coming out to my crazy live stream, and I just shifted that thing like a crap sandwich right there. Those were some really bad shifts. So I guess some people are saying there was a problem with this Showdown. Is anybody else having a problem with this Showdown? This morning I got a couple comments about like, hey, the Showdown keeps resetting my trophies back to 0. Has anybody seen this happening? If I notice this happens to me, I'm going to make a video about it because that's not good. But I don't know if that's like a glitch 1 or 2 people are having or if it's a thing that a bunch of people are having. Yeah, Angel, it's definitely easy to bury the needle on this car. It's almost better to shift a little bit early than late, I guess, because I think burying the needle will slow you down more than shifting a little bit early. All right, that ran funny that time. We're talking some crap about the car, and it got angry and ran funny. It did not like that, guys. It did not like that at all. But yeah, you know, I was actually adding up the amount of cars we have this game right now, and it's actually over 900. Like, I think we're up to 903 cars, but that does include the cars that players can't get. That's like the rubies, you know, whatever cars, and some of those boss cars that aren't available in the game. So that does include those, but we're roughly at 900 cars in this game right now. That's insane. Yuri is eating his favorite Central American dish right. What is Central American, buddy? Is there actually a type of food they consider Central American? Because I've never heard of that. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, 900 cars is redonkulous. Redonkulous. That's all I'm going to say. If I miss saying hello to anybody, I'm sorry. Sometimes I either think I already said hello or I missed the comment. I wish they would fix the thumbnail on my Huracan. Now look at that. It's like half Porsche, half Lamborghini right there. And I don't care for that much. I don't like it. Some people might like it, but I don't like it. Maybe you like it, but I don't like it. All right. Hamburgers and French fries. Mike says that's all American food. Yeah, but what is Central American food? I've never heard of that. 3, 2, 1, go. Like hot dogs. Hot dogs, hamburgers, spam. Spam sandwiches. Gamer side, I got 30 garages. 30 is not too bad. You're getting up there. Honestly, when you start getting a lot of garages, the more you have, the worse it is when you're trying to find your cars and go through stuff. Mike, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see ya. Gamer for Life says not even 909 cars in the game. A heart attack in a bowl? You know, I used to live right next to a restaurant that was called the Heart Attack Burger. I never ate there, but they had like they had warnings that said like eating here is bad for your health, like we are the greasiest, nastiest, heart destroying food you'll ever eat. And I'll tell you what, I never once ate there, but you could get like, you could order as many patties, as many greasy hamburger patties as you wanted. And the waitresses all wore nurse costumes. Now, my understanding is that place actually ended up getting sued, and they changed their name from Heart Attack Burger to something else after that happened. But somebody actually sued them, and I guess the person that sued them won, and they changed their name. Honestly, I mean, I don't see how somebody can sue them, because you go in there, the menu's got warnings all over it. Man, everything just has warnings on it. But yeah, I never ate there. I don't know if it was any good or not, but Angel says the T-Rex burger. Where in the world are you getting T-Rex meat from? This is what I want to know. Are you a time traveler? Mark Bass, what's up, buddy? Gamer says, I'm going to buy every car available now. Most of the cars that you can buy with Game Cash are not very good. So I don't know if I really recommend doing that. The ones you buy from the dealership with Game Cash don't have any stars on it. And the ones without stars are not as good as the ones with stars that you pull from crates. So I wouldn't buy any of those cars from the dealership unless you actually need it. Now, if there's a really cool car available with gold that comes with the stars, maybe that would be worth buying depending on what it is. But I wouldn't just go buy something to buy it. Chicken fajitas. I could go with some of that. So, Minnie, if you have the 2020 Corvette Stingray leveled up, that is an excellent car. I love that thing, man. That's a great car. It's got good live racing setups. I don't have mine upgraded, so on my personal account, there's a lot of cars that I have, but I don't have them upgraded. It would, at roughly 8 million game cash to upgrade a tier 5 car. And there's over 600 tier 5 cars. So imagine how much that would cost to upgrade everything. Why don't I use the Mustang? The Mustang sucks, and I don't have that upgraded at all. The Mustang is a terrible car. Like, I don't have any reason to upgrade that Mustang because it's never a car that I would use. It would be a complete waste of resources to do that just for a showdown when I'll probably never drive it again. You know what I mean? The Mustang's kind of fast, I think, but besides the fact that it's fast, I don't like it. Hey, Hippo, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today? Angel's talking about the secret burger at Wendy's. I don't know if that's true or not. I've heard every restaurant has some sort of secret burger. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could just go up to Wendy's and say, hey, give me a hamburger with 9 patties on it, right? I think they would charge you for like extra meat 9 times or something, but I think we're getting into like conspiracy theories here about hamburgers. Gosh dang it, my car sucks, guys. This car is terrible. So I think I don't think this is going to do very well. We'll probably do a few more showdowns. Then maybe I'll go pick a car to live race or see what else is on the map that needs doing, because this is not going to work out. So yeah, the more stars, generally the more fusion parts it holds. So the ones with stars are faster. And the more stars will earn a little extra respect points too. So no stars, less respect points, and slower. Yeah, this car is not going to cut it in this showdown, is it? Oh, we got Angel telling the bad jokes. Why does Wendy's have square patties? Because they never cut the corners on their food. Boo. Boo. I don't know. It's actually entertaining. It's not a bad joke. Jedi says, no, it's not about something. Alright, so Wolverine, unfortunately, there's a major glitch in the game where some players are not seeing events. Supposedly, the game knows about it and they're working on fixing it. I mean, honestly, that is a big glitch. I don't understand why they haven't fixed it yet. So, alright, this car sucks. This car is not doing well. Everybody's just beating me into little pieces, so I think we're going to go look for something else to do other than Showdown, because this is not working out. I think this car is just going to lose more races. Maybe towards like the end of it, this car will do better after the faster cars move up. But as of today, it's not doing too well. So let's see what else is. You know what? Here's something we can do. This is just kind of like to show you guys something. But right now, I don't have these leveled up, right? But most of you guys already know this, but you can always race these events. Generally, they'll let you do the first like 5 or 10 races for free. It'll let you just race the race, and that's a lot of free prizes, a lot of free game cash and parts and gold just for, you know, doing the first 5 or 10 races of one of these events. So if there's an event on the map, always go race it. Even if you don't have the cars to lock in, it will let you do the first couple of races. So if you're not doing this, then unfortunately, you're kind of missing out on some free stuff. Right there, I got 50 free gold just for doing that race, right? Oh, I hit the garage button. Suffer says, how come you got that on your map? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if you're not seeing the events, unfortunately, you have one of those terrible glitches on your account. I mean, you can contact game support and let them know, but more than likely, they're just going to say, we're aware of the issue and we're working on it. But if I was having the glitch, I think actually, it did not let me do very many races this time. So let me do what, 3? Race number 3 is making me lock in a car. That's a bummer. So I guess what I'm going to do now is, since I do have the cars, I'm just going to go ahead and lock one of them in. Sure, we'll do this one, right? The convertible. I don't know. And we might as well just go race the next couple races until it stops and won't let me. But that's weird. Normally they give you at least 5 to 10 races for free. This one only gives you like 3. So I'm really surprised on that one. But without any parts installed on this car, I'll still be able to do a couple of races, which is good. Man, my car is slow. Stock cars are very, very slow. Mike, yeah, you probably need a 7-second car to do well because there's a lot of people running those fast cars. I feel like the showdowns just keep getting harder, honestly. Like, showdowns used to be a little bit easier than they were now, but yeah. I mean, you can do okay with a slower car, but if you just do a little bit every day, like I always say, do a little bit today. Once you get on a losing streak, start racing tomorrow. Once you hit a losing streak, come back the next day. Just do a little bit every day, and every day you'll probably progress just a little bit. So that's my advice for Showdown, is just do a little teeny bit every day. Some people will actually go in there and do every hour. They'll come back to the game once an hour. They'll do 2 or 3 races. They'll stop. They'll come back in 1 or 2 hours, do 2 or 3 races, stop. Some people actually say that's the best way to progress in the showdowns, but I've never actually tried that. I always thought that was a very interesting method, but I don't really have the time to come back every hour or every other hour. I mean, I guess I probably could, but I'd have to like set alarms to remind myself. And I'm a little bit too lazy for that, right? Mike Wiley, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. All right, so that's all she wrote. I've done as much of the event as I can without putting parts into the car. So let's go do some live racing, guys. Let's pick a fun car for live racing and go live racing. Maybe I'll pick my Porsche Boxster. I haven't live raced that little guy in a long time. When I first started the game, the Porsche Boxster was my go-to live racing car. I used to make over 1 million respect points with that car every season just by live racing it and nothing else. But I was able to join a really nice crew with just the Porsche Boxster Tier 2. Now, I don't know if this car has actually been pushed into another lobby or not, so I'm not really sure if it's going to perform well, but we're going to give it a go. Hey, Clinks, how's it going? Yeah, it sucks for you guys that are not getting the event on your map. I hope they get that fixed very soon. I mean, I don't understand why it's not fixed, honestly. Let's go check out what we got going on this car right now for upgrades. I might fit a few parts around. So for some reason, I'm mainly on stage 5 parts. So I'm going to go ahead and fit my... What do I want to do? Let's try something different. Let's put body, turbo, intake all on stage 3. If I still have over 1,000 Evo points, we're going to go try and live race this. Yep, I got over 1,000. All right. Sometimes once your car is pushed into a wrong lobby, you just reset a few parts, retune it, and you can do some pretty interesting stuff. So we got a dyno of a 18. Oh my God, it's an 18 second. 18. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I guess we'll give it a try. Let's get the nitrous to the highest Evo points possible. So 18.036. 18.050. All right, we'll just go with that. Let's give it a go. Let's see if we can win some live races with the old Boxster. This used to be my go-to car, but 18 seconds is crazy slow. We'll see what it does. I might need to, if this doesn't work out, I might refit some of these other parts back onto it, because I'm not really sure how it's going to do in an 18-second lobby. Whoa. All right. That's an interesting name right there. Oh, you're right. I'm looking at the half mile, not the quarter mile. I'm so used to doing everything on half miles. Thanks, buddy. You're right. So let's see how this guy does these days for live racing. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oop. And all right, there we go. We got our first race. No problem. This might still be a live racing beast. All right, 10.4 is what I ran there, but I did slow down quite a bit. Plus, I buried the needle and messed it up. Let's see if we can find anybody else to race. All right, so where's somebody I can race? Everybody's busy. There we go. Charlie. Charlie. David Schiff says 10.3 lobby. Is that where I'm at? 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth gear. And downshift. All right, there we go. How much RP am I getting for a win from this? Probably about 1,100, 1,200, I hope. 934. So it's making less than 1,000, but for a tier 2 car, 900 is still not bad. So Victor, unfortunately, there's a big glitch in the game right now where some players are not able to see events and others are. More than likely, you have the glitch. The most you can do is complain to game support. You can contact them, say, hey, these events aren't showing up on my map. More than likely, though, that they're just going to reply and say, we're aware of the problem, we're working on it. But you know what? If I were having the problem, I'm pretty sure I would contact them and complain nonetheless. Now, there's a few people who said they uninstalled the game and reinstalled it, and that fixed the problem for them. Other people said they did that, and that did not help. So, I wish I had a better answer for you, but unfortunately, you're probably just having the horrible glitch. And as far as I know, there's nothing you can really do about it until they fix it. But I would definitely go complain. I would definitely go and complain because it's really lousy that they haven't fixed this yet because it's been going on for several weeks. I'm not exactly sure how long, but it's been quite a while. All right, William D said it didn't fix it for him. He uninstalled and reinstalled. Ah, that's sucky. I hate to hear that people are having problems like this. Another thing is, they're losing money because people aren't going to be buying the cars if they can't get the events, right? William D says it's been several months. I know it's been a little while. I'm not good at keeping track of time. But you'd think they would have fixed this by now. Obviously, they don't know how to fix it is what I'm thinking, or they probably would have. Clink says game support did not help one bit. Yeah, sometimes the support people are helpful, other times they're not. See, it depends on what you're writing them about, and it depends on whether or not you get a good support person. Like, if you get a good support person, they're more likely to help you if they can, but there's certain things that unfortunately they just can't help you with no matter what, because when there's a glitch like this, they gotta wait for the people who fixed the game to fix it, because the support people are just there to sit in an office and answer your emails or whatever, right? They're basically like a call center. So a lot of those people just sit there in a cubicle all day and answer people's complaints. That would be a pretty boring job, don't you think? But yeah, I hope they get that fixed really soon, because I think it's horrible that people aren't getting the events, especially if those people want to do the events. I know I'd be pretty mad. All right. I like this Boxster, guys. This Boxster used to earn me well over 1 million respect points every season back before I had a better good live racing car. A better good. I don't think that came out right, did it? What's up, Max the Gamer? How you doing, buddy? Everything going good? Hey, Excalibur, how's it going? No, I don't think so. I don't think that has anything to do with it, honestly, because I don't do the majority of the events. I can't afford it. Most of the bigger events, you're probably going to have to spend some real money to finish them. So I don't do any of the events, but I still get all the events popping up. Now, some people have a theory that people with newer accounts are more likely to have the problems compared to somebody who's been playing for several years. And that's an interesting theory. I don't really know how true that is, but that's one of the theories as to newer accounts are having more problems than older accounts, which wouldn't really make sense, but oh, did he get me? Oh, he got me. The A110 is a great little live racer as well. I would rematch him, but he'll probably beat me up again, so. Note to self, A110, great tier 2 live racer. Uncle Broken Down in the house. What's going on? Max says, I'm doing good. Awesome. Glad to hear that. All right, so William D, you should be able to sign into your existing Discord account. Like if you get a new phone and you download Discord, your Discord should have like a username and a password. And then when you log back in, everything should leave off the way you left it. If not, that's a little weird. But yeah, you should be able to just log in. I mean, you don't have to start a new Discord. I'm pretty sure they make you sign up for an account, if I remember correctly. All right, let's go do another one. Tom Win-Lose. Hey, you've copied my car, Tom. Tom, I'm very mad at you, sir. You have stolen my car. Look at this. That's my car, Tom. That's my car. Is this one of you guys in here? Because that looks so... Ooh, it's going to be a good race. Oh my God, who won? I lost. Wow. Oh, wait, no, wait a second. It said Tom and now it says Nathan. What's going on here? Wait, if I lost, how is he challenge? You know what? That's one of those races where I bet we both lost. On my screen, I lost, and on his screen, he lost. I can guarantee you that's what just happened there. I'm going to win this one. Got it. Got it. Yeah. William D says, remember, no two cars are alike. Yes, they are, William D. You can see right now. They're both just alike. Tom has stolen my car. He cloned my car. All right, hold on. Dub5191 says, right now, no Iowa event or gold crate. Oh man, that sucks. So you're not even getting the crates with the cars in it, huh? That's weird. That is really weird. I wish I had a good answer for you guys as to why this type of thing was happening, but I don't. That's terrible. Hey Jen, what's up, buddy? Nice to see you. How's your day going? Alright, so Excalibur said upgrading, hold on. Upgrading the game got him the hold on. I gotta read that again. Alright, so he's not swapping with me, is he? I'll do one more race where I try and beat him up, and then we'll move back out to the lobby. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think updating the game is gonna... I mean, if you need an update, that'll help, but a lot of people have the latest update and they're still having issues, so... Unfortunately, if you're in that boat, then, well, the update won't help you because you've already got it. But no, there's some sort of a major glitch going on. Like, if you go over to the Zynga Help Shift website, I don't know if they still have it listed. I'm sure they do, but they were listing it as a glitch. But yeah, I mean, some people, maybe some people will get lucky. Maybe they'll do an update and they'll get some new stuff, but I just don't understand why they're not fixing the problem. Like, that problem should have been fixed a long time ago. You know what I mean? They do say this game is written on what they call spaghetti code, where the coding is really messy. So sometimes when there's a nasty thing going on, they got to rewrite almost the entire game on the coding to fix problems. So it may be a bigger problem than you think. William D says it's not a glitch, it's a feature. That's a pretty crappy feature. That's my opinion on that. A pretty crappy feature. All right, let's race this guy here. FS Racer. FS Racer, let's go do it to it. All right. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I like this little car, guys. No, he's going to get me. So I'm going to go slow and slow down. He kicked my butt. Max the Gramer. Max, have a great day, buddy. Catch you later. So Zyodic, yes and no. If you buy the Boxster with gold, you're going to get one without stars, which is almost as good. I mean, it's probably not that big of a deal not to have one with the stars, but eventually you're going to pull a Boxster out of the crates, and that's going to come with a star, which is going to be slightly faster. And if you win a live race, it will earn a little bit more respect points. But with or without the stars, it's still an excellent car. But if you really, really need it right now, cool. But my advice is just wait until you pull it out of crates unless you actually need it. Because more than likely, most people, if they get the one without the star and they upgrade it, when they get the second one, they're going to want to upgrade that as well. So now, as cheap as it is to upgrade tier 2 cars, for somebody who's new to the game, it may not be cheap to upgrade a tier 2 car. For somebody who's been playing for a long time, it's super cheap to up. For me, it's really easy to upgrade a tier 2 car. So I don't know. I mean, eventually, I don't know. It's not a bad idea to buy the one from the dealership if you don't already have it. But I would say only if you really need it. So the 004C is a cool car. I know it's really fast. I can't remember if it's got a good live racing setup or not. I know it's pretty darn good for most things. I don't know if it's good at live racing. So I will say, though, it's going to be very hard to get parts for that car. That is one of those manufacturers that they don't give a lot of parts out for. That's the main problem with it, is getting parts is not going to be easy. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have a next race button for regulation races. I mean, I've been playing the game for about 6 years, and we have never had a next race button for regulations. You got to go back to the garage, then back to the map, then run the I don't know why they do that. It does not make sense. Yeah, you know, I think William D has a point there, but they're making enough money where they're not too worried about fixing some of these glitches, I think, which is kind of sad. If you think about it, a game that runs right and doesn't have problems will probably keep players around a lot longer. So in the long run, I think they would make more money if the game was running properly. I almost guarantee you, if players leave because of glitches and bugs, which means they're potentially losing a lot of money. I guess they must make enough, but I don't know. If I owned a game, I would want to make sure that game was running perfectly at all times. If this game was mine, I would say stop bringing out new cars, stop making new events, fix the game and get it running properly before we do anything else. That's, you know, or I would hire a specific team that would just sit there and work on the game while the regular people did the regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? The GR Super will beat all of the Tempest, Psiotic. It'll kick the Tempest butts as long as you get enough parts and enough elite upgrades on it. I don't know if you need to get it to 3 stars or 5 stars or what, but once you have enough parts and upgrades, yes, it will. GR Super is a great car. It's one of the best cars you're ever going to get for free. I mean, it's amazing that they give us that car for free because it's really, really, really good. Angel, say what? You're telling me there was a next race button, but it disappeared? I've never seen it. Huh. Question is, if they put it into the game, why would they remove it? That doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make sense to me. Give us the next race button back. I think I might know what it is, actually. The only reason I think they're doing that is if you race so many races in a row, once you get low on gas, it'll ask you if you want to watch ads to refill your gas tank, right? But if there's not a next race button and you have to go back to the garage or back to the lobby or something every time in between races, it won't trigger that. And then you're going to spend gold to upgrade your gas tank. So maybe that's just a thing to try and get you to spend more gold on gas. That's the only thing I can think of is the why they might intentionally take that button away. That's the only thing that would make any sense at all. B-R-I-E, is that Bri or Bree? Alright, so did you make it elite? Did you run the elite license with your Supra? Once you run the elite license with something, it's now locked out of all further Tempest events. My guess is that's probably what happened right there. Did I estimate my lobby? Probably the... Hold on a second. Let me see what my car runs right now. But the good news is, yeah, I'm probably in like the 10.2 lobby. I'm guessing I'm the 10.2 lobby right now. That's just a guess. Maybe the 10.4 lobby, 10.2, 10.4. So the good news is once you elite your Supra, if you set it up properly, it's a very good live racing car. So every time you win a live race with that car, that means you're going to get extra respect points to help your crew earn prizes. So the Supra is one of my top choices for cars that you should make elite. So I think you did okay there. But yeah, anytime you elite something though, it's now locked out of any further Tempest events. But you made a very good choice by making that particular car elite, or at least in my opinion you did. I would rather have the car elite because it's going to earn more respect points than most cars in general. I mean, my Toyota Supra on a normal day is making 1,400 respect points per race. I think it actually gets 1,399 if I remember correctly, which is more than most cars. And mine's not elite. Add another 10% on top of that. Yeah. What's 10% of 1,400, guys? Anybody know? 10, 20, 30, 40. I think that's going to be another almost 200 respect points. So it's going to be making somewhere in the 1,500 to 1,600 range every time you win a race once it's elite. And then you got all the elite bonuses on top of it. So that's pretty darn good if you think about it. I think the only other car in the game that's capable of making more than that is the McLaren F1 from Legends. So the Elite Tuner Supra and the Legends McLaren F1 are probably the two best ones to elite, just because they make more respect points per win than anything else in the game. Angel, I suck at math as well. I can give you an estimated guess sometimes. It may be wrong, it may be right, I don't know. But I can try, even though I know it's probably going to be really terrible wrong. Man, JP, your car was slow. Three-star Huracan will beat Tempest 3 if you max it out completely. You might be able to get away with missing a few stage 6 parts. I'm sorry, a few fusion parts. You're probably going to need at least 6 out of the 7 stage 6 parts and almost all of the fusions in order to make it work. But yes, it will work. I beat Tempest 3 with the Toyota. All right. So we're on a tier 2 car. A tier 2 car goes by quarter miles. Tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3 all do quarter mile races. Tier 4 and tier 5 do half mile races. There are a few exceptions to that, but when it comes to live racing and 90% of the other things in the game, that's how that works. JP says, I keep messing up my lunch. He said launch, but I said lunch. I would hate to mess up my lunch. Don't mess up my lunch, man. Alright, so I don't know if you're going to challenge me back. Did we have a disconnect or what? I think we disconnected. Alright, I'm going to go back out to the lobby. Yeah, you know, you're right. We don't have a Lamborghini Diablo, do we? Oh, no. The game's like, nope. We're not going to let these guys race. The game is angry with us, guys. Oh, come on, game. Let us race. nope. It's like, nope. All right, so we got Douglas Scott. For some reason, that makes me think of the show The Office. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of always connection issues and problems with this game. It's a bummer, but, you know, we got a lot of that on this game. Connection issues, disconnects during live racing. It's not as bad as it used to be, at least for me. What's up, Buck? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Alright, so the Regera is probably one of the better live racing cars in the game if you set it up properly. You don't really need a whole lot of parts for it. I do have a video on how to set that up, so I've got a lot of cars set up to where they only need a few parts to be really good at live racing. So you only need to spend like maybe 1 or 2 million game cash instead of like 7 or 8 to get those set up for live racing purposes. But yeah, that's a great car. That is a great car. Definitely worth upgrading. It's nice to have some variation, but that's actually one of the better live racing cars in the game. Like, it'll blow most cars away. As long as you set it up the way I show you and you're not beating the dyno time all the time, it'll sit there in a lobby where it can just win. Hardly anybody will ever be able to beat that car. That thing is excellent if set up properly. So I'm going to say yes, it's worth setting it up for the live racing setup. I think all you have to do is put the transmission to stage 4, tires on stage 3, and I don't remember if you even need to upgrade the nitrous or not on that car. You may or may not need a stage 3 nitrous. But yeah, go watch the video I put out on how to set that car up. It'll tell you exactly, but I think those are the only 3 parts you need to upgrade on it. Everything else, I think you just leave it stock. Give it a good tune and bam, it's a live racing monster machine at that point. Angel says all the characters in the game are real people. Yep. I want to know why PETA was so angry though, man. I wonder if PETA looked that angry when they were modeling her or whatever you call it. Is she just like super angry? I wonder what she looks like in real life. And I wonder if she's just super mean and nasty. She looks so mean. PETA's the scariest character. Most people are scared of Shax, but I'm scared of PETA. PETA freaks me out. That's all I can say. PETA is freaking me out, guys. Three, 2, 1, go. She looks like if you said even the littlest wrong thing to her, she would just rip your face off. Angel says we all need to have a little chit chat with Donna. You know, I tried to send Jerry over to Donna's house to beat her up, but she wasn't home. She kept giving me bad cards. I'm like, go get her, Jerry. Go get her. No, I don't like Donna very much. I think Donna is really just... Donna pretends to be our friend, but she's really out to get us. She is there to steal your keys. She wants to take all your keys, right? Here, give me your keys. I'm going to give you a Geo Metro. I'm going to give you a Yugo. Oh yeah, you know, here's your gold keys. Yep, here's a turd taco in exchange. I know it took you a whole month to get that one gold key, but I'm going to give you this piece of junk back. Yeah, it does look like she's flipping us the bird. I think they intentionally did that just to be funny. I've always wondered, did they intentionally make it look like she's giving us the middle finger? I think they did that on purpose. I might be wrong, but I think they did that on purpose. Because they, like, you know, they designed her to screw us over. They're like, man, we're going to make Donna, like, screw everybody over, and then we're going to laugh about it. It's going to be so funny. All the CSR2 players are going to hate Donna. Oh yeah, the GR Supra is going to be way better at Tempest than the Huracan. But honestly, there's what, 600 tier 5 cars in the game right now, or close to it, and the majority of them are going to be able to beat Tempest no problem if you have enough parts on the car. That's why I think you should really elite the Supra. I mean, there's no reason to be in a hurry to get through Tempest. There's no reason that you need to finish that today or tomorrow. If you don't finish that for 3 years, who cares, right? Unless you really just want the Sesto Elemento. If you really want the Sesto Elemento, that's the only reason to get through it quickly. But you don't want to rush anything on this game. A lot of people rush and then they start losing boss cars. And they don't get the boss cars because they tried to hurry through it and they weren't ready yet. Oscar, we've been waiting for what, 5 years now? 4 years or 5 years for the next edition of Tempest. So Tempest 3 ended many years ago, and as soon as you finish it, the little thing that says coming soon pops up on the map telling us that they're going to be bringing out one soon. And almost once or twice a year, the game's been coming out with little teasers that saying like, oh guys, Tempest is coming soon, the new Tempest is coming soon. And then it never shows up. So most of us don't actually think they're ever going to follow through with it. Like, we don't think they're ever going to make Tempest. So I don't expect to ever see it, honestly. Like, a lot of people's theory is that they make a new Tempest, that's not going to make them any money. So why would they make an event that they're not going to profit off of, right? To where they can just keep coming up with like American Road Trip and this and that and the other thing, where they're going to have all these paid cars you have to buy, and those things make them money. So that's one big theory as to why they're not actually coming out with Tempest 4, is it's not going to be profitable for them. They're going to have to spend a bunch of time paying people to make these events and stuff, and then they're not going to get any money from it, right? So that's a theory. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but it actually makes sense if you think about it from a business standpoint. Why put a bunch of work and resources and time and money into something if your business is not going to profit off of it? So yeah, I don't know. I would love to see the next Tempest come out, but I don't think it's ever going to. Ah, nice. Blimmy, what's up, buddy? You got the 600 LT on the first pull. That's awesome. That is awesome. I gotta recheck that car to see if there's another live racing setup. Like back when I made the original video for that, I don't think... Ooh, crap, we got Melon in that darn BMW that's going to kick my butt. All right. I don't think low performance point high Evo tunes existed back then, or maybe they did and we didn't know about them. So I got to recheck to see if there is a live racing setup for the, whatever you call it, 600 LT. Now I know the 600 LT Spider. Dang you, Melon. Dang it. Darn you meddling kids in your fast cars. Get off my lawn, Melon. Angel says the Melanator. You got that right. Melon's actually one of the best live racing tuners out of anybody who plays this game. There may be somebody better out there than him, but I would be surprised if you would find them. I don't know. Like, he is a... Melon is just a top-notch live racing tuner. Like, the dude knows how to tune a car for live racing. I think he said sometimes he'll spend several hours playing with a car just to see if he can squeeze a little bit more out of it for live racing, you know? If you see Melon on the racetrack, you should be scared. Melon will kick your buttocks. But yeah, I really want another Tempest just so I can elite my Toyota Supra. Oh no, I got a red Wi-Fi symbol. That's not good. Why do I have a red Wi-Fi symbol? That's a little concerning. I think sometimes that pops up just by mistake. I'm not 100% sure though. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Let's move on to the next race. Yeah. Yeah. All right. William D, are you talking to Melon, buddy? I think he's asking you for some sort of Discord link, Melon. I think he was mentioning that earlier, so I'm pretty sure he's talking to you. All right, so 10 gold keys is going to get you something, right? If you have 10 gold keys and you pull once, that's all you're going to get off of 10. You're going to get something. Is it going to be the prize car? Probably not. Is it going to be a 3-star Mercedes that sucks? More than likely. So the truth is, if you don't have enough pulls to get to loyalty on the gold crates... Oh no, we are having a server error. Ah, crap. Don't tell me the servers are down again. I'm going to tell you what, that new company took over, they bought the game, and we've been having all kinds of problems ever since. Melon, thanks for the swaps, buddy. Did you have a server error as well, or was it just me? You know what? Let's go do a really quick test. Ah, come on. Get off my screen. I'm trying to do something. Pop-ups suck. I hate you pop-ups. All right, let me find my 600 LT. Let's see if this thing does have a live racing setup. Let's find out if this car is any good for those of you who don't have one and you're wondering about the live racing setup, because it wasn't really great for live racing when it's maxed out. I do know that for sure. But let me see if I can find a low. It only takes a second to really get an idea. I just have to find the car. There it is. 600 LT. So does this have a low performance point high Evo tune? We're about to find out. My guess is no, it doesn't. All right, so we're going to set our nitrous back to stock. We're going to put our body to stock. We're going to put our tires on stage 3, transmission stage 4, engine stock, turbo stock, intake stock. And that is not looking promising. So let's go ahead and put the nitrous up to stage 3 and see if that improves anything. More than likely not. Nope, we're at minus 999. So let's tune the car and see if we can do something by changing the tune. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a live racer, guys. We'll change a few things. Oh, look at that. That's horrible. Let me reset that. So we're up to 500 Evo. So let's go and set the rest of the parts to stage 3 and see what that does. MFU 47, how's it going, bud? Nice to see you on the live stream. What's up, Tim? Nice to see you as well. You know, I'm not 100% sure what happens when you continue the race with the red live Wi-Fi, but I'm pretty sure you might lose some of your progress. I may be wrong, but I think you will lose some progress. All right, let's try and put the rest of these parts to stage 3. Sometimes this will fix a live racing setup. Not always, but we're going to give it a go. But we really want to see double to triple the amount of Evo points compared to performance points. And if we can't get that, then we know this thing is not going to be a good live racing car, which I don't think it's going to be. So let's play with the tune one more time and see what we can get out of it, right? Yeah, that's probably the best we're going to get right there. Nope, this car is not going to have a low performance point high Evo live racing setup. Alright, so I'm just going to reset it back to stock for now. Or close to it, whatever. I'm going to fit all these stage 6 parts back onto it. Then we'll go back out and do a little more live racing, but I just wanted to check. What's that? Oh, that's my Bugatti. Okay, I thought that was something else for a minute. They gave us that car for free at one time, which was really cool. So, Angel, most cars maxed out are not good live racers, honestly. Now, how many cars actually have a low performance point high Evo tune? I have no idea. There's 900 cars in the game. I would say the majority of them probably don't. Some of them might, some of them might not. But the majority of the cars in the game probably don't have a low performance point high Evo setup. So when you find one that does, you know, that's always really awesome. Now, the other day, somebody left a comment on my video. They were like, "You're full of crap. We all know that the car won't beat live races if it doesn't beat the dyno time." I'm just thinking, you know, it's kind of sad that people just jump to conclusions like that without even trying it first. Because I showed a live racing setup for, I think, that Hyundai Ioniq, which is a freaking amazing live racing car on low upgrades. And somebody's over there telling me I'm full of crap and I'm an idiot because, you know, don't knock it till you tried it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 10-3. So we got this car set up to be in the 10-2 lobby, guys. Let's go back and do a little bit more live racing. But no, it's sad that, you know, you show somebody something to try and help them out, and they get all upset and tell you you're a piece of crap and you're a liar and you're worthless without even trying it to find out if it works. You know what I mean? I mean, they didn't say it in those exact words, but they might as well have. Zion, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right. So it looks like the red Wi-Fi thing is gone. So whatever the problem is, hopefully it won't come back. But no, they do seem to... Oh, wow. This car is not even... It's got one headlight. Oh, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed this or know this or not, but the little Corvette, the prize car in the Iowa event, if you click on the headlights, you can make the headlights pop up or go down on that car. I noticed that the other day when I was playing on the content account. I was like, oh man, that's really cool. So this guy is racing a car that's not restored, meaning you cannot tune that car. That's a really bad car to be taking into live racing. If I wouldn't have slowed down, we would have stomped him even worse. But never try to live race a car you can't tune. So Nathan, if you're listening, you're not going to have any luck with that car right there. More than likely, he's not here on the stream, but just in case. Oh, Melon's saying, all right, Melon's telling me it was crap. I wish I would have seen that earlier before I wasted my time, but it's all good. You guys got to see that it doesn't work, so that's all that matters. Yeah, unrestored cars are not going to do well at live racing. At least I wouldn't think so. If it did, I would be 100% amazed. But this little Porsche is an amazing live racing car. And we're not beating the dyno time either. We're winning a lot of live races and we're not beating the dyno. So this was probably like one of the first cars I've ever got that kind of had like a, I don't know if you would call it low performance point high Evo, but it really kind of is. It's almost got 3 times the amount of Evo as performance points. So it's basically a low performance point high Evo. So I guess this was my first low performance point high Evo car back in the day. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was just, racing races. But this is probably one of the best live racing. I should actually make a video about this and say this is the absolute best live racing car you're going to get as a newer player. It really is. I mean, it may take a minute to get the one with the star. I would assume the one without the star. You know what? I should actually get one without the star and see if it compares. Just so people know. How much gold does it cost to buy that? It might actually be worth doing that just to make a video to compare the two so people can see the main differences. The Porsche Cayman, I'm not really sure which one of the several Porsche Caymans you're looking at, but most of the Porsches in this game really aren't that good. But there's over 1,000 cars in the game, so I think there's several different Caymans. I think there's a bunch in Tier 3. I think there's maybe a Tier 4, a couple in Tier 4. So I guess it really depends on the one you're talking about. And then I would have to actually remember, or maybe Melon would know if it was a good car. But with 900 some cars in the game, it's really hard to remember what all of them do. Now, I don't particularly remember any of the Porsche Caymans being good live racing cars, but I could be incorrect. But let us know which one exactly, what tier is it, which Porsche Cayman is it. Maybe somebody will know. But I don't know for sure. Zarotic, yeah, the LC500 is probably one of the best live racing cars in the game when it comes to Tier 4. That car will beat just about everything. So you're talking about one of the Tier 2 Caymans. I don't know, bud. Does anybody have any information on one of those? I don't think I've ever really spent much time on that car. I know there's one Porsche Cayman of some sort that I really like a lot. It's got a bunch of letters and numbers after the name. But most of them I didn't really care for. There was a couple good ones, but I think there might be more than one Tier 2 Porsche Cayman if I remember correctly. But no, it's really hard to keep track of 900 different cars. Yeah, I mean, 755 gold's not horrible, but I don't know. I would personally, if it's a tier 2 car, I would personally wait until you get a Porsche Boxster. If you can pull a Boxster out of a crate, it's an excellent car. I think the one without the star is probably going to be really good, but the one with is always better. All right, so the main car that's in the Showdown right now that's really good is the 2020 Corvette Stingray. I think you have to pull that one out of gold crates, unfortunately. Out of all the other cars that are currently in the Showdown, I'm not really sure any of the other ones are that great. I can't remember exactly what all is in there offhand, but now, one thing about this game is there's about 900 cars, and only a small percentage of those are actually worth getting or upgrading. So just because something's being used and it's available to buy doesn't mean you should buy it. Yeah, the Huna Pegasus is a great car, actually. But I'm trying to think what all was in that Showdown. Now, I mean, the Lamborghini Huracan's in there. You can buy that car with game cash. And that's a great car for somebody who's just starting at the game. But there's way better cars now. Like, now that we can get the Toyota Supra for free. And, I mean, there's just so many tier 5 cars in the game now. It's a great car for somebody who's brand new at the game. But it's something you're going to outgrow very quickly once you get it. But if you are going to purchase a car with gold or real money, you need to make sure that's a really, 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 really good car first, because there's a lot of cars that are nice. There's a lot of cars that are decent, but then there's the cars. What is that? Whoa! I've never seen those type of liveries on that truck. That looks cool. Hold on. What you want to be spending your resources on are the cars that are excellent. And those are few and far between, so they're not popping up all the time. But you want to get the excellent cars, not the okay cars, not the decent cars. I mean, there may be some cars you need just to use in an event. And therefore, you unfortunately sometimes have to upgrade crappy cars to use for certain things if you're doing the event. But when it comes to just like everyday use, like for live racing, you want to make sure that's a really good live racing car before you upgrade it. You know what I mean? There's so many cars that I have. Ah, crap. Did the game crash? We disconnected. There's so many cars in this game that I have that are horrible that, you know, I've upgraded for an event or to do this with or that with, and I'll never drive those cars again. So it was kind of a waste of resources in a lot of ways, unless it won me a really cool prize car or something from the event. But you gotta be very picky, very choosy, very stingy with all of your resources in this game. Unless you want to spend money. Now, if you're one of those players that doesn't mind spending a bunch of money to buy resources all the time, or can buy every car that they add to the game, sure, why not? It's not. It would be awesome to have every single car, but you know, it's not always like plausible, I guess you would say. Melon ran out of fuel. All right, buddy. Thanks for the swaps, buddy. All right, so we got about, what, 10 more minutes on the live stream, guys? So, as y'all know, there's a lot of cars in this game. I can't remember everything about every single car, but I do know most general game information, if it's not like how fast does this car go or what's the 0 to 60 time. So if you guys got general game questions, I can usually answer those. So if you got any last minute questions, you know, go ahead and get them in. You just got an M40 in the Z4 Tier 3. I know the Z4 is a pretty cool car. So I think a lot of people do like the Z4. I'm pretty sure the Z4... Let me go look at the Z4 really quick. Let's also go look what's in the Showdown. Let me tell you if any of those Showdown cars are worth buying. Let me look and see what's in there really quick. Where's the Showdown? Where's the Showdown? Ah, stop it. All right, so we got the Huracan. So we got the Mustang GT. I don't like it. 488 Pista Spider is one of those cars that some people love it, some people hate it. I don't know. That one's really hit and miss on whether people like it or not. But the 2020 Corvette Stingray is amazing. Like, if you can get the 2020 Corvette Stingray, it is definitely worth upgrading. It's a nice car in general, and it has a great live racing setup. The Mustang GT, that's an Elite Tuners car, so you are going to need to have that eventually. You know, but it sucks compared to pretty much all of the other Elite Tuners cars. The Huracan, that's a starter car. You're going to outgrow that really fast. Miguel, what's up, buddy? He says, message deleted, message deleted. So you're deleting your messages, sir. All right, you're talking about a BMW here. The M40i, right? I'm pretty sure that's it. Isn't that a Tier 3 car? Look how many BMWs I have. It's crazy. So I know a lot of people like that that one BMW here. Let me find it. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I know it's not a Tier 4, is it? Oh, the M40, the Z4 M40i. This is the one you're talking about. Okay. I've heard really good things about this car. Now, Tier 3 cars in general aren't great. I mean, the main thing with Tier 3 cars is you're going to use Tier 3 cars to do some Tempest races and stuff like that. But Tier 3 cars in general are the worst tier in the game. Most Tier 3 cars are pretty terrible for some reason. I mean, most Tier 1 and Tier 2 cars are more appealing than the majority of Tier 3 cars when it comes to everyday use and for live racing. Now, I don't know if you can live race with this thing. I don't really think it's going to be a great live racer, but my understanding is I think this can get you through Tempest. I'm pretty sure Max the Gamer has a video on how to set this car up to get through Tempest with it, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think that's actually a decent Tier 3 car. Now, mine is not like maxed out or anything. Let me see how many parts I'm missing for mine. So mine's almost maxed out. Let's go ahead and fit that part to it. Why not? We got it. Might as well put it on there. So basically, I've got almost 900 Evo, which is not bad for a Tier 3 car. I mean, most Tier 3 cars are going to be like, you know, 500 to 800 Evo in general. I've almost got it maxed out, but I'm pretty sure this is one of those cars that's pretty decent to have. I mean, you might want to upgrade it if you need it for something specific. But again, like I said, most Tier 3 cars, you're going to outgrow them pretty quickly. But I mean, this is an okay car for Tier 3. It wouldn't be one of my top choices, but I think it is some people's top choices. Now, I'll show you something. If you happen to have it, that car Melon was just driving, this thing, if you got it, this BMW, this is probably the best Tier 3 car in the game right now. And I'm pretty sure they gave us this for free not too long ago. So I don't know if you have this or not. You may or may not have it. But if you did get this for free a while back, I think it's going to be one of the best BMWs in the game right here. I'm pretty sure it was this one. I know this is a really, 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 really good car. Now, I'm pretty sure this one was also extremely good too. So I think between those two cars right there, we got an M2 G87 and the M2 G87 Coupe. So there's a gold and a purple star version basically. These things here are excellent for tier 3 cars. I didn't upgrade either of mine on my own account, but I do have videos on these cars that you can go check out. These are one of the few tier 3 cars that have a bona fide live racing setup. So, was it the purple star one we got for free? I'm actually surprised I never put any parts into this. I actually need to level one of these up because these are pretty freaking cool cars. I can't remember. I wonder if this one was good at live racing. Let me see what kind of parts I have set on this one. That one's almost maxed. We must have needed that for a while, but I don't know. I mean, overall, tier 3 is my least favorite tier. I don't like tier 3 cars. I like some tier 1, some tier 2. I only like a couple of tier 3 cars. What's up, Joe? Nice to see you, bud. Unfortunately, some of you guys are coming right at the end, so our stream is almost over. We've been going for, I don't know, probably close to 2 hours now or whatever it is. I got to get off here, start answering more comments on YouTube, start working on some more stuff for some of tomorrow's videos, and do all kinds of other junk, so I got all kinds of stuff I got to do. It's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. William D, yes, I made a video about that a couple days ago. The Iowa Vet is pretty darn nice. It's fast. It's got a setup that should do really well for live racing. But it seems like a really nice car overall. If you've got the cars, upgrade it to complete the event. It's totally going to be worth it. Joe, yeah, bud, thanks for stopping by, man. Awesome to have you here. Where's the Iowa event? So what's really messed up, though, I mentioned that on today's video, is for lock-in 1, it shows the Z06 and the Z06 convertible both available. But once you lock one of those in, for lock-in number 2, it even though they're different cars, it won't let you use them both. That's rotten. So you have to have the ZR1 and one of the two Z06s. I don't understand why they did this. I mean, it makes it look like there's 3 cars available for lock-in. Why would they do this? I think that's horrible. I mean, there's a lot of people who upgraded the Z06 convertible and the regular Z06 and then found out, hey, I just upgraded 2 cars for no reason because now I can't use them both. Because this Corvette ZR1 sucks. That's a really crappy car. So they upgraded the 2 good ones and found out the game kind of screwed them over. I don't understand why they would do that. I mean, that's messed up. The Z06 and the Z06 convertible are not the same car. They're basically the same car, but they are 2 different cars. You should be able to lock one end to lock in 1 and the other end to lock in 2. That's very upsetting to me that they did this, because that's just crappy. I don't like that one bit. MFU said I was one of those guys. I'm sorry to hear that. I would have been one of those guys too, because I'm telling you right now, if I would have not known if I decided I wanted to do this event, because I do have both of those cars, I would have went ahead and leveled up the 2 Z06s. And then I would have been really, really mad. I would definitely contact game support and complain if I had done that, because it makes it sound like, or it makes it look like, you're going to be able to lock both of those in and use those 2 cars. I don't know. I'm kind of salty about that, but at least, like, I don't know. It's not right. That's not right. I'm pretty unhappy with that. What about the new PC car? I actually released a video this morning of a box opening for it. That car has been around for a really, really long time. It's not really that great of a car. It's fast. Like, it's a fast car, but I don't like it for the most part. I think it was actually the first car I ever maxed out, and I was pretty disappointed to be like, oh, I spent like 50,000 bronze keys that I saved for months to max that car out, and then I realized I hate this car. I don't hate the car, but I couldn't win a live race with it if my life depended on it. So I was pretty upset about that. I don't know. I was upset. But, you know, I learned some lessons by making a lot of mistakes on this game back when I didn't really know it that well. So, you know, that's one of the reasons I ended up making the YouTube channel is, first off, like, a buddy wanted some help on something. So I'm like, here, let me record a video. I'll post it on YouTube. I'll give you the link. And that video got a lot of views. I was like, hey, I posted the video, and the next day I had like 500-600 views. I'm like, that's not bad. Then I made another one. It got a bunch of views. I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll try and start making CSR2 videos. I'm like, at that time I was like, I actually know a lot about this game, and it looks like people are interested in this knowledge. So I was like, all right, time to start doing CSR videos. But no, it probably took me a good 6 to 8 months to really get a good grasp on everything this game has, between how to tune different stuff, you know, how the different live racing lobbies work. I mean, there's so much to this game, it's not even funny. Like, you know, it seems like a drag racing game like this would actually be really simple, but it's not. There's a lot to it, like a lot to it. So the good thing about that is it's an easy game to make YouTube videos, because there's always new stuff coming out, and there's always like things changing, and just a lot of things for people to learn about. So it's a very easy game for a YouTuber to make daily videos about. I mean, I've been putting out a video almost once a day. I probably put it out at least like what? I do 2 live streams and probably 5 videos per week. So 5 days a week. You know, I've been making a video for what, 2-3 years, 3 years, 4 years now. Every single day I can find something to make a video about. So yeah. Anyways, I'm on a rant here. I apologize, but thanks for coming out to my live stream, everybody. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. But it's about time for me to get going and get the rest of my junk done for the day. So thank you so much. Anybody who's a channel member, extra thank you. That support really helps, you know. We recently did find out that for every 1,000 views, you can get somewhere between $1 and $3 on YouTube for a gaming channel. So yeah, it's not that much. Not that much. So the extra support from the channel members is a really big help. Thank you guys. But anyways, we'll be back on Sunday for another live stream. You guys are super amazing. We appreciate you guys a lot. Have a great day and catch y'all later. See ya. Bye-bye. Hasta la vista, baby. Get that chopper now. It's not a tumor. Who's your daddy and what does he do? I can't think of any more Arnold sayings, so yeah.